Hello. Oh my goodness. I hope you guys enjoyed that. We tried to find some cleaning music to complement our awesome guest today and our discussion today. Welcome to the Maker Mastermind Show. I'm so excited to be here with you and to just be having such a great time already. We're already having fun. Like, we did a little pre-show warm-up and all we did was just laugh. It's just so much fun to be here with American makers and to talk about the things that make us successful. You know, a rising tide lifts all ships, and that's why we're here at the Indie Business Network and the Maker Mastermind Show. So for those of you who don't know me, I'm the founder and CEO at the Indie Business Network, which is a trade organization that helps makers grow. And one of the things I love to do is to collaborate with other people and share the stories of our amazing makers in this country. So we're going to do that in spades today, you guys. Let me tell you, if you don't leave here inspired today, you are already dead. Okay, you just cannot possibly, be revived if this show does not turn you on and get you excited for your business. So before we get started, I want to introduce to you my co-host, Christine Laureano from Basics Marketing. Hey, Christine.
Hey, Donna Maria. Hey, Amber. Excited to be here for another great show. Can't wait to hear and talk with Amber.
So Christine, you're in New York. Like, what's the weather like in New York? It's hot here.
Do you see I have a sweater on still?
What is that?
It's cold and rainy.
Oh my gosh. Well, I'm
waiting for your heat.
Put on a swimsuit this morning because it's just here. But anyway, I'm so excited that I'm here with you because it like cools me off a little bit and makes me so motivated to just be on fire for entrepreneurship this morning. So without further ado, let me introduce you to our guest this morning. And by the way, I am not only hosting the show, but I'm also producing it, which means I don't have one of those little earphones or a teleprompter, right? This is all just, Facebook Live and us figuring it out as we go. So if my eyes look away, it's because I'm producing in the background, and then when I come back, I'm hosting. So bear with me. I'm not being rude. I'm just looking away to make sure that things are going the way they should be. So let me introduce you to our guest today. Her name is Amber Malcom, and she is the founder with her husband of the Shabby Chic Cleaners. Chick.
Chick, like a hot mess. Yes.
All right, you guys you just got a little preview there, okay? Shabby Chic Cleaners in Duncan, Oklahoma at Shabby Chic Cleaners. You get a prize if you say that. Last 3 times. ShabbyChicCleaners.com in Duncan, Oklahoma. The business launched just a couple of short years ago, selling at local farmers markets, festivals, and fairs in Texas and Oklahoma. And in just these 2 years, it has grown by virtue of appearances at trade shows throughout Texas and Oklahoma. And today, the Shabby Chic brand is sold online at ShabbyChicCleaners.com and also at retail stores throughout the Southwest. Amber has a ton of recent and exciting news to share. So just really quickly, in the past few months, she has landed a deal with Home Shopping Network. She has tried out, auditioned for the Shark Tank show. We're waiting to hear back from them because, to see if they're smart enough to have her on the show. And she also was named a 2017 American Small Business Champion by SCORE, which is a part of the U.S. Small Business Administration, and the Sam's Club retail store. There's so much more to her story, but I'm going to let her tell it. And so you can get it from the horse's mouth. Amber, welcome to the Maker Mastermind Show.
Hi, I am so excited to be here today.
Well, we're just totally thrilled to have you. So, Christine, let's put on our seatbelts because I think we're in for a little bit of a ride here.
Ready.
So, Amber, as you know, we start off our show with the question of the hour, which is, Amber, when did you stop making stuff and start making money?
It took about 4 months. we kind of did like a test run. We sold at the farmers markets, and we went to 2 or 3 craft shows, and I thought I made money, but I didn't know how to know if I made money. And so that is when I went to our local business incubator, and I said, hey, I think I need a place to manufacture this. And they said, go talk to our business mentor over at the community college. And she drilled me like a drill sergeant for 4 months until I knew what I was about to do. I mean, we went over all our finances, where the money was going to come from, how to advertise. And she hooked me up with mentors all over the country for everything. My joke is I'm a recovering attorney. And so manufacturing and making laundry soap was nothing I ever saw myself doing. I didn't even know you could make laundry soap until like 2 years ago. So it was quite an experience. But it was about 4 or 5 months in that I finally went, okay, let's do this.
And you're so funny because you said, like, I was making money, but I didn't really know I was making money. Like, what exactly does that mean? Because we all know we can all make money. Like, I could put some lemonade stands out front. People could give me 25 cents. I've made some money. But have I made a profit? Is that what you mean?
Right. That's correct. That's what I mean. I mean, we were coming back these shows with cash in our pocket, but I had no idea if I had actually made money.
Okay, I love your analogies. Shovels of cash. Okay, so I guess for a while all the shovels of cash keep going out, but eventually you get to shovel it in, shovel it out, and actually keep some. So what's that process been like for you, Amber?
Oh, well, it's been really good so far. We were cash flow positive until we expanded. And then after that, we have bootstrapped this whole thing. So far, we haven't taken on any investors at this point, but we have a lot of people interested. So we've managed to scrape by with one little business loan from the bank that's a working capital loan. And but other than that, the business is paying for its own growth at this point.
That is such an incredible story to tell, and it's been less than 2 years. So Amber, this is a study in focus, you guys. I think that's what this is, because it's a variety of cleaning products. And by the way, I happen to have one of them right here. We're going to talk about this later. This is what Amber says is her best-selling product, but it's a cleaning product, right? So everybody needs a cleaning product, but everybody already has cleaning products. So this is not like, and not only that, I have these memories of my mother using particular brands of laundry detergent. That stuff just doesn't go away because, new comes along. So tell us a little bit about how you're, chipping away at that, Amber.
It's just getting out there. We have done over 50 shows in the less than 2 years that we've been. I mean, we are all over the place. We've been all the way to North Carolina, up into Colorado, and it's a lot of demonstration and getting our name out there and videos and physically showing people. One of the things that we've used to kind of overcome is our video that's on our website. We squirt the cleaner in our mouth to show how safe it is, and we can clean nail polish off of carpet. We can clean go ahead. It doesn't taste good. It won't hurt you. And so we just show how effective our product is over and over and over again. I mean, we've taken nail polish out of carpet. I've taken spray paint off granite. I mean, there's just not much it won't clean.
Wow.
Okay, you caught me off guard with the spray it in your mouth thing. Okay. I might actually get to that because I tend to be a little bit of a daredevil. But I did watch your video, and I like your Instagram because you do show the product actually being sprayed, being used in different sorts of applications. And so, tip for everyone, right, Amber? People want to see our products being used. So talk a little bit about the power, what you just said, of video, which is like free for everyone.
Yeah, that is, especially our Facebook videos, they seem to get a lot of attention because people are like, oh, they had to edit that. They couldn't have done that. And I'm like, no, it's live. We're not that talented. We don't know how to edit that. But most of the time, we have to show people how they work. But once they see how they work, man, they're hooked. And it's really neat because our customers are very, very, very loyal because there's just not, it's the blue ocean strategy. I've been following as much as I can, but there's non-natural cleaning products, which may or may not work. And then you have natural products, which mostly don't work. And then you have us, which is both. And we're really the first hybrid out there of very effective cleaning products that are also safe and natural.
Wow. So you are swimming in your own blue ocean. I love that. For those of you who don't know what Amber's referring to, we are reading, actually just finished this month, a book called Blue Ocean Strategy in the Indie Business Book Club. And that was it was a deep read. Like it was cerebral for a lot of it, but
No pun intended.
Like entrepreneurs do, and we got it done, and we learned a whole lot. So Amber, I would imagine that even just that book confirmed a lot of the things that you're doing, like not being in the pack, but creating your own market.
Mm-hmm. And a lot of that's gone with the branding. Everybody loves the name. It's Shabby Chick. It's kind of a hot mess. The ironic part about all of this is my whole life, I have never been known as a good housekeeper, ever. So when I started making cleaning products, the people close to me are like, well, that's ironic. So it has been a lot of fun. And so we just play with it because we try not to take ourselves too seriously when we go to craft shows and we're competing with jewelry and pretty things and food. You know, people just walk by the laundry stuff and go, I do not want to think about my laundry pile right now. And so we have to get fun and creative and really put our personalities out there. And so we're building a brand around our personalities. And we're the first, there used to be Mr. Clean and Scrubbing Bubbles and stuff, and they're a little dated now. And so we're trying to put my face out there as kind of like this is the new one, and we can relate to you.
That's neat that you're kind of, breaking through the stuff that we're used to seeing like forever on television. And you could go to at your fairs, you could go to the other tables, buy the vegetables, buy the jewelry, and then clean it.
Yeah, we do that. We actually do that at some of them. It's really fun. People love it. And people now started coming up to our booth and asked us to clean their things. Like, can you clean my purse? Or can you clean this? We're like, all right, let's do it. And almost always leads to a sale.
Of course it does. That's amazing. So let's this is so much fun. And we're going to keep talking about fun stuff, but let's talk a little bit about some of the fun stuff that involves actually putting your business hat on and thinking about, well, that is your business hat, actually, all the other stuff you're talking about, but the part that's like mostly done, like sitting down in an office. What sorts of ideas came to you, Amber, to let you know that you needed to go to your local business community and see if you could get some help to grow? Because we all live in a community and there's small business resources in all of them. So tell us a little bit about that story and how it led you to this incubator that you're in now.
Well, like I said, I was an attorney, so I knew nothing about wholesale, retail, manufacturing. And I'm a kind of person that my philosophy is, if you don't ask, the answer is always no. So just ask. And I am overwhelmed at the number of times that I just reach out to people and they just pour back into us. It's just unreal how many, and just ask. I know that sounds simple, but that's it. Just ask. And I have found if you listen and you really listen to the people you're asking for help, they will provide more than you ever thought was possible. And so one of my other problems is I don't know what I don't know. And so I have to go ask people what I need to learn.
Right. So how'd you find them? I mean, were you surfing the web? Did you?
I actually read a news article about a chemist. We're in an oil and gas industry, and Halliburton's the major employer here. And she had just been laid off and had come to the incubator, and it kind of talked about her success story. And I went, oh, we have an incubator? I've got to be in that. So I ran up and talked to him like right away. And I filled out a big application and everything. And I came in and they kind of laughed. They're like, oh, we forgot we even had an application. Most people just walk in and talk to us. So
you follow the rules.
Yeah, I am a rule follower, man. And it was just neat. It was just reaching out to the incubator and they put me in touch. Right here, we have a community college that has a business center in it that is just for helping small businesses. And I know that there's several just in Oklahoma alone. They're pretty ubiquitous across the country. And so it's just reaching out for help and asking anybody that's already done it. And the SCORE program is one I always recommend people start with. That was, I have so many SCORE mentors right now. I have one for everything. So.
That's great. And so the incubator, is that the Red River Technology?
No, that's the community college. The incubator is the Duncan Area Economic Development Foundation.
Okay, so the Duncan Area Development Economic Foundation and the Red River Technology Community College, they kind of you went to them and they just sort of bolstered you. I mean, it's almost like you're their project now.
Yeah, we're kind of their golden child.
As we're going to talk to the golden child, Christine, I know you have some questions about that incubator.
Yeah, well, because I was thinking, what incubators are such a great, especially if they're in your community, to really, get you going and, like you said, have mentors. So what was the arrangement that you had with them? Like how did it really come about and where did it help you take off?
Well, it was a little interesting for us because we're in about 100,000 square foot building that has offices up front, and then it's a manufacturing plant in the back. And so almost everybody that comes into the incubator just needs office space. So they had to find a place to stick us. They actually stuck us in the old bathroom and break room for this huge manufacturing plant. But it's awesome because they came in and they epoxied the floors. They painted the walls. They bought us all the right sinks, the stove. I mean, they bought about $10,000 to $15,000 worth of stuff that I didn't have to take out of my cash flow and my capital to get us up and running. And so, I mean, it was immensely helpful. And that's pretty standard, I mean, with our incubator. And our incubator's been kind of nominated as one of the best. So, but they did a lot of what would have cost us a lot of money up front.
So if people are interested in an incubator, then they should really ask what kinds of questions, because I would have thought that I'd have to put my own money into it. So that's really cool.
Yeah. Every incubator is different. Like I said, ours has helped us a lot more than I've heard some have. But there's one right up the road in Oklahoma City, and they kind of give you a space, and then you get 5 years and you're out. Ours is a little different. We're probably going to be moving into about a 6,000 square foot facility here in the next 2 months, and they're helping us. It's one of their properties too, and it is state of the art. I mean, we'll be there for a long time.
Wow, that's amazing. What a great resource. Everybody should look to see if they have an incubator in their community.
Absolutely. It's one of the best things.
Yes. And like Amber said, they do vary differently across the country. So if the one that's closest to you is not suitable for your needs, go to the next town over. Right?
Yeah, absolutely. You got to find one that's a fit, even if it's a drive, because we wouldn't be where we are without the help that we've received.
Yeah, and let's pause there for a second, because I think, we're so busy as entrepreneurs. We have a million things going on. One of the things that you've done that I think has, as I've watched, because I watch my members, as I've watched you grow, is that you haven't tried to be everywhere. You haven't tried to be everything. You don't have a million products in your line. You have obviously more than one, but they're all very, very focused around exactly and precisely doing one thing, like cleaning. It's not about being beautiful yourself. It's not about, it's just about cleaning stuff up. And I love that you said you were not known as the best cleaner. I think that sells the product, because I'm not either. And, people can really, really relate to you. So using yourself and your own personality as a part of your branding message, is that part of what has helped you move so quickly, as well as the laser sharp focus that you've had?
Absolutely. I mean, when my husband was first encouraging me to start selling these cleaners, because I really was just making them for myself, he kept taking before and after pictures. And I kept saying, you are not showing those before pictures to anyone ever. No, it took me a few months to come around, but now it is a fun joke. And we even have some of our followers that will get on our Facebook page and post their before and after pictures. And we just love it. And we really encourage that kind of stuff. So it helps.
So powerful. When your community can sell your products for you.
I love it. I love it when I see things I had nothing to do with that are all about my product. I'm like, oh, it's amazing.
Well, and I think, other entrepreneurs as well. You see them at the fairs and shows that you do. I'd love your comment on this, because this is what I'm seeing. If you aren't figuring out how to engage your community around video, then eventually people are going to look for that and not see it, and then look elsewhere.
Yeah. They get bored. Video is all of what's in. And so we're developing that more, especially we've got lucky. There's a museum in town, and they've been letting us borrow their professional video equipment. So we've actually been making quite a few videos this past couple of weeks. they just like me. we started, that was where the farmers market started, was actually in that little museum. It was like their garage at that museum. And so I've known her since I started, and she was just happy to help.
Go meet some people, guys.
Yes.
Get out from behind your laptop, get out of your manufacturing studio, and go put on your best little lipstick and go meet people, shake hands, and just meet
Just ask. Just get out there.
Yeah.
Our chamber helps a lot. We haven't actually joined the chamber, but they're kind of bugging me, like, hurry up and join so we can help promote you and things. So, I mean, we're just in a really nice community that wants to support us, and who I've reached out to the news several times. We've been featured on the local news 2 or 3 times, which always helps. And we've been in the paper so much, I kind of started losing track. And so it's just really exciting right now. People are really supporting us in our community, and getting out there is the most important thing. So.
See, that's the thing. And I'm so excited to hear that you're talking about marketing that way. Sorry about the phone in the background, but I have a question. Because like you said, just get out there and do it. So many people are afraid to just get out there and do it because they think marketing is such a huge task. There's so much to do, but just being out there and being yourself and getting, so tell us more about that, because we're leading into the big thing that we're getting to hear about.
So yeah, I love getting out there. Like I said, we've done over 50 shows, with the majority of those being the retail shows. Yeah, a handful of them were the larger trade shows, like in Chicago. And I tried all kinds of different products, but I ran my numbers all the time. And when we finally just said, okay, this is it, we're really cutting it down, we focused on what was selling, period. And everything else got cut. And so I have a love-hate relationship with those lotion bars that you see on my website, because I don't think they have anything to do with cleaning, but sometimes they're a third of my profit.
No, because after you clean,
you got to moisturize your hands.
It's perfect. It's perfect.
So, but yeah, sometimes in the winter, they make up almost 30% of my sales. And then in the summer, the bug sprays, the lotion tapers out, the bug sprays jump up about 30%. And then the other 2 are my all-purpose cleaner and my laundry soaps. So the other few ancillary products we have, they don't sell as well, but they it helps to promote the line.
Yeah. So essentially 4 products that you focus on.
Yes.
Like you can count them on one hand.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Everybody get
Some days I wish I had one, because it is so hard.
I think that's so critical, especially when you're starting out, because most of our audience, they make everything themselves, or they have very little help. And if you spend all your time making, then you don't have time to know that you can put this in your mouth and it won't kill you. And, cleaning up nail polish off the counter with the Shabby chick. I mean, you've got to be able to get out there and showcase that to your.
Yeah, and I fell victim to that at first when I learned how to make everything for myself. I wanted to make everything, and I do, but it's for me and my family and friends. But one of the most important things that I found is to, like you said, just stay focused. But as you get bigger, it costs so much more money for every product that I've got to ramp up production right now. One of the machines I'm looking at right now is $80,000. And so I thought, wow, if I had more products, I need more $80,000 machines. And so that's another thing I really want to point out to people is you may be the best at 10 things, but when if you're really wanting to grow and you're really wanting to be a big company, it's going to cost a lot of money for every line that you bring up.
That's a really good point. And let's remind everyone too that we all have our own journeys. Like, you don't have to be on Home Shopping to be successful in your business. But what you do have to do is what Amber's done, and that is decide what you want. I mean, she's very clearly done that. So, and then follow the path to get there. So making that connection with where you are and where you want to be, and not just where everybody else is or where we read all over Facebook you need to be. It's all about where you want to be. And you're the only one who can define that. So Amber, we all want to know. We want to know about Shark Tank. Like, what was that like? And where are we? Like, when are these people going to tell us whether they have done the right thing and appointed you to be on the show?
Well, the audition was a blast. It was kind of like you see on TV. There was this whole line of people, although they did not let everybody audition. You had to, get a ticket to go in and audition. And, you wait in long lines, and then you watch all these great ideas and not so great ideas come through. And it was at a small business expo. So we took the time to actually walk around and go through the expo while we were waiting. And we auditioned. We thought it went really well, but we never have heard back. So I don't know. They're still auditioning, so I don't know if that means we're out, or if we might hear something in the future. We really don't know. But we are in negotiations with producers on a new A&E television series.
Tell us about that.
Oh,
We've made
yeah.
it through the 4th round now on that one. And they won't even tell us the name of this show. But it was kind of interesting because I reached out to, it was called West Texas Investors Club about a year ago. It was kind of just a joke. We weren't big enough or ready for it. But they canceled that show. But the producer remembered us and actually came to us when he was pitching this new show. So that, if we make it onto that, we'll be filming all summer on that one.
Oh, so you're going to know about this soon because it's already the end of May. Summer is upon us.
Yes.
Okay, so we need to remind them. No, I'm just kidding. A&E, summer is almost here. No, I'm just
Seriously. And Amber, you said something really important, that they remembered you. Now, Donna Maria, how huge is that, right? And Amber, you can talk about this too, is do something, however you have to do it, where people remember you. Don't just blend in with the crowd.
Yes, that is so important because, like I said, after about 50 trade shows, we really have figured out what engages people and what makes us stand out. And a lot of it's our personality, and we don't take ourselves seriously. It is laundry soap. But yeah, I mean, we've done a lot of things to really stand out in the crowd. And now it's fun because if we go back to trade shows where we've been before, we have a little following and they come look for us, and it's really neat.
That's very cool. That's
well,
very cool.
I want to just show everyone here the Shabby Chick all-purpose cleaner, pretty, pure, powerful, 100% natural, handcrafted in the USA, 16 ounces right here. Little description on the back, every single social outlet, every.
Okay, we changed all that. I thought you have an old
They're
bottle.
all here on this one. Maybe I have an older bottle, but you know, it's just good stuff here. You can spray it. I might. Enough people share the show, I might actually spray it. And because this is, she said you could. I trust her. You guys know who to sue if I don't.
That's a challenge.
It's okay. I just lost my insurance.
And while you're
this, which is the Shabby Chick Aunt Carol, and by the way, they all have names. Like this is your Aunt Carol. Here's your Annabelle.
That's my wild Donna.
Right. Laundry soap, fights fading, fights hard water, 100% natural again, Shabby Chick cleaners. And this is, I think, HE washer safe, right?
Yes. Yep. Wow. All we do is we tell people throw it in there first. I think you might have we've gone through a lot of packaging changes as we've worked with our mentors because, you know, we have to keep selling it while we're working. And so we'll get something out there and we'll still be tweaking that. Now, we had just now, almost 8 months into it, finally have our final label designs and everything like that. So, but yeah, we've had mentors working. Okay, it needs to be more minimalistic, and you know, you don't need to say so much on the front. And so I sent you that several months ago. Yeah, I do have.
Okay.
And I want to show you too, just what I found in one of your Instagram photos. Yeah. Look at the shelves, you guys, lined with Shabby Chick. So, you know, Amber's not kidding when she said, you know, stop making stuff and start making money. Just put it out there.
Yeah, we're in over 30 stores, and that started basically this year. Last year we were doing the trade shows, and I thought, you know, I can't do this. I've got little kids. I need to be home. I want to wholesale. And so we are this year in the process of switching our income base from the retail shows to wholesale. And in 5 months now, I think we've landed about 30 stores.
That's amazing.
Awesome. And, you know, being a mom, I mean, we're all moms here, so we get that. I love that. It sounds like what you've done, and correct me if I'm wrong, is you identified a window of time when you would maybe be around your children a little bit less so that you could have the longer period of time around them later.
Yes. Yeah. And that's what I tell them sometimes because my girls call it the work office. They're very young and they're like, are we going to the work office today? And I say, yes. And we're going to work really hard. But after a while, we'll be able to do a lot more fun stuff than we could do without doing this. And they understand and they love it. And my son is 12 and he's fascinated with the business side. And so we are actually going to homeschool him next year and we have a classroom in the shop, and he's going to do his schoolwork in the morning and then learn the business in the afternoon.
Nice.
Fabulous. Such a good message for them, work really super hard and do what other people won't do so that later on you can do what you want.
They can't do.
Yeah, yes. So tell us a little bit about the home shopping story. Like, how did that happen? How did you what's the deal there? We're so excited for you, by the way.
We went to the big international show in Chicago, which, oh my God, we shouldn't have been there. We had no business being there. We didn't know though. And they had a pitch contest, and that's what we do best. And so we went to, it's called an American Dream Project. And they're kind of like, have you ever seen the movie Joy? They're really looking for the small upstart people. And it's kind of a symbiotic relationship. They get you exclusively. I mean, I have to be exclusive. I can't go to QVC or anyone else right now, but they're going to start promoting my product. And so right now we're negotiating kits and packs. But yeah, we went to pitch for the Home Shopping Network in Chicago. And within 2 hours of giving our pitch, they were all back up in our booth and they were just going nuts over our product. And then we found out that we were the dinner topic conversation the night after that. So we were kind of proud of that. And we've had 3 or 4 phone calls with them. And I think we're probably about 3 weeks away from getting our first PO. Right now, we're having to go through the vendor setup process and
purchase order. By the way, for those who don't know, that's a purchase order from them. Yeah.
Yeah. And so we anticipate getting a purchase order here in the next 3 to 4 weeks.
Okay.
That's amazing.
This is the show of showing up. This is a showing up show.
Yeah.
Because I love that Amber said, and she said it so quickly, I want to really, really pause on this. Like, she didn't think she belonged there, which I think is hilarious looking back on it. But how many of us don't belong where we end up being and we go anyway? And we could limit our beliefs like that. And I think all of us go through this, but Amber didn't let that get in her way. And she showed up anyway with her brand when the packaging wasn't what she wanted it to be, right? And everything was just not tweaked to perfection, but she showed up anyway. And I want to encourage you guys.
Yeah, that is so important because I'm a perfectionist. And I have learned that just doing it, even if it's a mess. First of all, I name a company Shabby Chick. So whenever anybody complains, I'm like, I set the bar really low. It's called Shabby Chick. Just that's where we start. Right. But yeah, it was, I mean, we got a private label deal. They walked into our booth and they said, hey, can you make 5,000 bottles a week? And we went, yes. Can't do it, but we thought we could. And within a week, they'd upped their ante. They had originally just wanted our cleaner. And they wanted 5,000 a week of our cleaner. Well, within a week, they wanted 5,000 a week of all of our products. And so that's what we're ramping up our production now. And roughly, it'll be about 125,000 units a month if this deal goes forward.
That's just the power of, even if you think you can't, say yes anyway.
Yes, always say
and
yes.
Figure out a way to do it. Always say it. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Wow. Amazing.
That's a lot. It's going to be some clean people out there.
I hope so.
Forget it about if you've got nail polish that's been, sitting around, you can clean it up now. So exciting. So before we close out, Amber, first of all, I want to let you guys know we have a coupon code for you. So hang in there so you can get your own Shabby Chick cleaners. Amber, what is on the future for your brand? Like, what's on the drawing board for the future? We know home shopping. We are claiming Shark Tank. Not this time around, but some other time in the future. What else is on the drawing board for you, personally and professionally?
Professionally, what we want to do is we want to focus on this private label account and the Home Shopping Network to really figure out what we're doing, because we've been invited to some much, much bigger shows. And I thought, I don't want to go get more orders that I don't know what I'm doing. So we're focusing, like you said, just laser focusing on landing these 2 accounts and figuring out how to get stuff out and shipping and going through all the product testing. And once we've got the process down, then the sky's the limit. I mean, I've been on the news several times and I said, I want to replace Tide. And that is my goal. I want Shabby Chick to be a household cleaning name. I'm building an empire here.
You want to replace you? I don't even know about.
There we go.
Never heard of them. So Amber, what words of encouragement can you offer to our viewers? Like what, this is not easy work. I mean, you're a mom, your wife, you have children, you know what you're doing, but you also don't know what you're doing. I mean, this really makes us rise to our biggest selves. What words of encouragement can you offer to our Maker Mastermind Show viewers today?
like the biggest thing is just ask. Just one of my favorite expressions is if you can't fight fear, do it scared. Just do it.
Oh.
You just got to get out there and do it. I can't do anything if I'm sitting at home or sitting in the shop, but I can do it if I'm out there. And so I mean, just do it. I mean, I'm stealing Nikes.
That's a tweetable. If you can't fight the fear, do it scared.
Yes.
Somebody
And I do
tweet
it
that.
scared a lot, but I just don't let people know I'm terrified.
Wow. Amazing.
Well, congratulations to you and your family. You know, such an amazing example of American innovation and ingenuity and hard work and family love and motherhood and entrepreneurship and speaking up for yourself and showing up when you're not ready. I mean, this is like a very long list of things that we can all learn from Amber just by watching her example.
And I've learned most of, like a lot of what from just watching all of the other indie members. I mean, they, you know, for the first year, I think I was really more of a stalker. I kind of just read everything everybody wrote. And last year I popped up a lot more, but just knowing that everybody else is just as scared as I was or didn't know what they were doing just as much as I was, I thought, well, you know, got to try. You have to try.
Well, you certainly made a mark.
Boy, big time.
But I can clean it up.
You clean up. No, it's great. We love how you clean up. We love that you are teaching us all that we can be shabby chicks without apology.
Yes.
Without apology.
Be lousy cleaners and still get the job done. Christine, do you have any last questions for our guest, Amber Malcom, today?
You know, just, you know, if there was one word that you could tell people, you know, you have your words of encouragement, but one word you could tell makers out there, what would it be?
Focus.
Focus.
Just focus. That is it. I mean, every day I write down what I want to do for that day and my future goals. Every day I actually carry a little book with me and it says, start each day with a grateful heart. And I carry this everywhere with me and I write my goals and everything every day. So I am always focused on where we're going and what we're doing. It takes 5 or 10 minutes. And I think that is honestly one of the keys to our success.
Focus.
Well, perfect.
I love it. I love it. 5 little letters, a very powerful word. Amber, you are so gracious with your time, and now you're also being gracious with your products. You have a coupon code for our viewers today.
Yes. And it's Love IBN.
That stands for Love Indie Business Network.
Yes, it does.
Love IBN. So LOVEIBN. All lowercase, does it matter?
I don't think it matters, but
Okay.
and it's 25% off, so it's actually a really good deal right now. So
Very good deal.
That's super awesome. And when does it expire so we make sure we know?
I gave you till Tuesday because we have the holiday weekend coming up, and I'm spring cleaning over this weekend too. So I thought it might be a good idea to let the indies, you know, if they're going to be doing cleaning over the weekend or whatever.
Nice.
I'm looking at Tuesday. That is going to be Tuesday, May the 30th. Right? The 30th.
The 30th.
Okay. So Tuesday, May the 30th, guys. This is your chance to be shabby chick at a big discount.
Yes.
So shabbychickcleaners.com. Use your 25% discount code LOVEIBN. And Amber, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I love doing it.
Wait.
Okay, here we go.
Okay. I'm going to do it, you guys, because I trust Amber. Ready? Okay.
That's amazing. What does it taste like?
Oh.
Here's spray.
It's like Thai food.
Yeah, it's very lemony.
I've got some lemongrass or some sort of something.
Lemongrass and tea tree, but yeah.
Nice.
It's not terrible tasting, but your teeth won't fall out. In fact, one person tried it. She said it got the coffee stains off her teeth. I said, don't tell people that.
Nice. Hey.
She looks a little choked up.
I'm still tasting it. I'm still tasting it. That was so much fun. You know, you guys, I mean, like, where else can you do this? This just made my whole entire month. This is the most fun I've ever had in my business, and I've been doing this for 17 years.
But I love this part of it. This is,
This is so fun.
It's just an amazing show. And when we have an awesome co-host like Christine at basicsmarketing.com and also Amber at Shabby Chick Cleaners, you guys, if nothing else, you got to go
get
it. Just taste something that you're actually going to use to clean your house with.
Yeah.
Where else can you do that? Right here at the Maker Mastermind Show.
And you can clean everything. That's why I took away all the extra products, everything but glass. That will clean everything.
Everything but glass.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll let you know how my teeth do, and forget about the mouthwash, right?
Yeah.
Have a great week, everyone. We'll see you next week right
Bye,
here.
everybody. Thanks, Amber.
Thank you. It was so good. Thank you.
Bye-bye.